Hello everyone, welcome back to the Revival. Today we take in Arsenal versus Newcastle United in the Premier League. Let's have a look at the squad for today to see who's playing and who's not. Well, everything's looking pretty okay, it has to be said. Obviously we're in a run of quite a few games bumped up against each other, which means that stamina is going to be an issue going forwards. I don't think today is necessarily one where we need to be resting too many players. But I think maybe the fullbacks would definitely benefit. I'm not going to change both out because I think Juan is a lot closer to Henriks in terms of the types of players that they are, as opposed to Willems and Mathieu. I'm definitely going to be looking at trying to get another left back in at some point. Hummels and Todibo in the middle of the park. Sorry, not the middle of the park, the middle of defence should be fine. Schubert obviously missed out the last match, so he's going to be okay. He's got full stamina. Although I think the day is coming when Angus Gunn fully takes over as our goalkeeper, as our number one. Hayden looks like he could do with maybe a touch of rest, so we'll bring Zakaria in, give him an opportunity to impress for us. He'll do a very good job for us. Defensively, he's very astute. His passing might not be on point like Hayden's is, but where it comes to sniffing out danger, he's a good player for us, so that's fine. And I'm going to take the opportunity to play Xavi along with Nkunku to begin with. Now, some of you might be shouting at the screen now saying, why are you doing this? Why are you changing a winning team? Especially against a team like Arsenal, who, despite the fact that an awful lot of their players appear to be their players that they started the campaign with, they're a very good team. They're a very, very good team, and apparently Ceballos is still with them. But Blaise Matuidi is there now. Martinelli is starting to prove. They've got Eden Dzeko. I can only imagine that he's a regen at this point in the season. Tierney's on the bench. Kolasinac still getting ahead of Tierney. Amazing. So they might be a little bit weak down the right-hand side, but we're going to have to wait and see. But as far as our selection is concerned, I'm very, very happy with the players that we have available. Xavi showed in the last match that he can put his foot in when he needs to. And of course, we've got Shelvey on the bench if we need him. And Almiron is another attacking option in the middle of midfield that we could bring on. We've got Paredes and Joel Linton sitting on the bench, chomping for an opportunity. So one of those might very well end up coming in before the end of the match. So yeah, I think that is going to do us. I'm just wondering if maybe... No, it's Arsenal. We need our best defensive pairing, and that means that we're going to go with Hummels and Todibo. So there we go. Right, kick-off time. Notice that Hector Bellerin has the longer hair in this particular build of the game. I know there is a new face pack coming very soon, if not already out. Maybe I'll go in and just change his hair manually. I don't know. Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. But his hair is much shorter in real life now than even it is on the game here. Alright, here we are. Welcome to the Emirates. It looks like an okay day for football. The sky is not blue, but it's certainly not overcast. Newcastle looking to get all 3 points here on a nice day in London. There's the away fans in the corner of the stadium. Juan getting a little bit of attention because he's starting ahead of Henriks, a right back. Also Xavi starting ahead of Shelvey for the first time this season. Here we go, let's see what we can do. Arsenal attacking from left to right. Newcastle will be looking to try to close them down wherever they can, stop them from being able to form those passing triangles, and already their passing is looking dangerous. But here we go, Newcastle on the ball. And that's a nice idea. Unfortunately, Nkunku not quite able to get to it. We're sitting back a little bit more, and that's one of the things when you're playing away from it. Oh, hello, Maximan. Through ball to Werner. Can he get around his man? I don't think he can. It's good strength from the central defender. But the ball is immediately picked up again. Oh dear. That's a very bad pass by Nkunku. Christopher, what are you doing to me, boy? And here we go. Arsenal now, middle of the park, looking to bring it forward, and it's a good pass into the front. Newcastle able to get it away, and now we're looking to do something on the break. Another bad pass by Nkunku. Something going on with him. Bellerin on the right hand side looking to get a cross in but not able to do so. And now the ball away with Vinicius Jr. on the left hand side of the Newcastle midfield. Plays it inside to Xavi, who finds Juanfran wide on the right. Juanfran looking for the ball. He sees Timo Werner making the move. Doesn't quite manage to get the ball through to him. It was a nicely played ball, but unfortunately it's one of those percentage balls that doesn't always work out for you. And now Arsenal down the left-hand side. Juanfran's going to have his head on here, and he's completely messed up that. Good shot. Taken by the goalkeeper, no trouble whatsoever. I think this is going to be a tricky one for Newcastle today. We're already seeing signs that Arsenal are very much in the groove already. Newcastle can't quite get the passing going. Here we are on the right hand side. Juanfran plays the ball in, deflected for a corner. And again, we're going to make Nkunku the corner taker ahead of Hummels. Give us a little bit more solidity in the centre, both attacking and defensive. Here we go, he flights the ball in, swinging out, headed up. Oh, there's a good chance here, and it's just gone past the post. Timo Werner. Good strength there by Maximan to win the ball in the air and head it into a dangerous position. Timo Werner having to hit the ball on the turn. It was difficult for him, although you would say he's a natural goal scorer, and if you were going to have that kind of chance fall to anyone, you'd probably want it to be him. That's good from Zakaria. He just picks the ball up with that telescopic leg of his and then moves it back to a defender who's able to better use the ball. And Nkunku is on the inside now looking for the ball, but the ball was bypassed. Into Xavi now. Out to Juanfran. First time ball maybe. It is. Werner just over the bar. It's a good hanging cross. I think Werner maybe just jumping a little bit too early. Maybe even a little bit late, actually. So it's a pretty even first half so far. Both teams looking like they could get something here. Here's Nkunku. Inside. It's a bad ball. There was a much easier out ball on the left-hand side. The fullback looking to run past him on the overlap. Effective defensive header, maybe not an orthodox one. Nkunku now bringing the ball forward, plays it out to Xavi, who knocks it forwards to Maximan. Lobbed in. Vinicius Jr. looking to get onto it, but not quite able to do so. And now Arsenal straight away looking for the break. And they have the pace up front that if they play a ball over the top, it will be difficult for Newcastle to keep up with them. Oh dear, this could be a chance. Oh, the goalkeeper does just enough to put Aubameyang off. But there's the warning shot. Looks like Arsenal are going to play a short corner, although maybe they've changed their mind now. He hasn't gone full in on that run, and in fact they did end up playing a more orthodox corner routine. The ball goes out for another corner. No sign of a short runner this time, so they will be playing it into the box for sure. Hummels gets up, heads it out. Xavi a little bit wrong-footed, unable to get onto the ball. Arsenal pick it up edge of the area. Good foot in there by Nkunku, and Timo Werner now on his own pretty much. He's going to have to do something special to get past his man. And he might have the beating of all of them. Ah, it's a shame. It's a good ball out to the... I don't know why that's been given as... Oh, come on. The ball was never meant for Maximan. How is that offside? How is that offside? Referee needs to go back to refereeing school, I believe. Wasn't interfering in play, but the offside given against him anyway. And a promising attack for Newcastle is neutered by the referee's ineptitude. Oh dear, he's beaten. Maximan chooses the wrong direction to go. Zakaria does a good job winning the ball, but for some reason a foul given against him. This referee apparently has it in for us, and it's not the first time that we've seen some dodgy decisions against Arsenal. Goalkeeper ends up claiming the ball for his own, and that is half-time in the Premier League. Arsenal 0, Newcastle 0. Entertaining first half, both teams with opportunities to go ahead. We'll see what the stats say. Well, it couldn't be much more even than that as far as possession's concerned. Slightly concerned that Arsenal having more of the shots on target. 3 shots, 3 on target. We've had 2 shots, neither of which have troubled the goalkeeper in truth. We're giving away more fouls, but that's not a surprise. Playing at Arsenal, the referees don't like it when Newcastle travel to Arsenal, apparently. Don't see much need to change things up, honestly. Maybe we'll bring on Shelvey at some point to allow us to win the ball a bit more in central areas. Xavi has been pretty decent, but he's not done much for us outside of just recycling the ball. I don't know. Let's see what he can do for us in the second half. We'll give him 15 minutes and see what happens. So Werner plays the ball back to Zakaria, immediately looking for a ball. He finds Vinicius Jr., who is immediately surrounded by a couple of Arsenal players. But he makes pretty quick work of them. The ball eventually finding its way out to Wanfran. Maximan now plays the ball. That's not bad. It's not bad at all. And unfortunately, he's just crowded out. 2 Arsenal defenders in the end able to do the job that one probably should have done. Now Newcastle get the ball away. Here's Xavi, and he just isn't able to carry on to get hold of the ball. Arsenal. This could be an opportunity here. Oh, and another. What the hell is going on here, ref? Why are you giving away these free kicks? Good save by the goalkeeper. He shouldn't have had to save it. It should never have been a free kick, in my opinion. Now Newcastle looking to break. Timo Werner, the only man up front, so he's going to have to hold on to the ball if he can. It's a well-seen pass. Here's Maximan now, unable to get onto the ball before the full-back. I think it was... No, it may have been the centre-back, actually. Put it out of play. It's a Newcastle throw. Maximan again on the ball here on the right-hand side. Plays across into the box. Timo Werner unable to get the header on. Couple of hit and hopes from various Newcastle players. Willems with the more effective of the 2 shots, low and hard on his left peg, forcing the goalkeeper into a save. Xavi. Out to Maximan. Maximan sees Werner ahead of him. Tried to get the turn on so we could get it to Junior, but unable to make the ball stick. Hummel's knocked off the ball by Aubameyang, but he wins the ball back, makes up for it. Werner. Maximan, hello! It's in! It's a goal for Maximan! It's 1-0 Newcastle. Goalkeeper making an absolute mess of that. We'll see how this worked out on the replay. It was a nice pass by Werner. He saw the run of Maximan. And the goalkeeper's got to do better than that. That is not a strong hand at all. The front three of Newcastle combining to create the goal. Good movement by Maximan. And again, this is his second goal in a row that he's scored with his weaker foot coming in from the right flank. Starting to like what I'm seeing of him on that side of the pitch. Initially it was a move that was necessitated by the fact that we wanted to get the most out of Junior, but now it looks as though actually we might be getting results out of our other wide man. And there's Xavi winning the ball deep, gets the ball forward to Junior. Junior now looking for a ball, he can't find one, he plays it back to Willems. Centre of the park, oh, it's gone all the way over to Wanfran. Xavi to Nkunku, there's a ball out on the wide left to Willems, early cross in. Junior heads it, Nkunku back to Willems again, another cross in, this is a chance. Oh, it's a well-placed shot, just wide, really. It's not well-placed, is it, if it's wide? But that's not a bad shot by Xavi. There was a hint of the R2 button about it. Just trying to place it round the goalkeeper with a little bit of bend. And at this point, having completely forgotten to see what we were doing after 15 minutes, I'm going to make the change to Shelvey, just to shore things up. Also, we'll bring Henriks on for Wanfran. And I think Mathieu will eventually end up coming on for Willems, but at the moment I'm more interested in just getting those fresh legs on in the other two positions, cancelling the attacking wing-back option. Trying to hang on to what we have, adopt a very Italian mindset of what we have, we hold. Maximan on the right now. That's not a bad shot. Cross, and it's beaten away by Arsenal. Shelvey doing a good job of muscling his man back, keeping possession of the ball. It's recycled out to the left-hand side. Willems. Oh, that's a bad challenge there. That's a bad challenge, and I wonder if... I don't think the referee's taking any action whatsoever. Well, I shouldn't be I shouldn't be worried about that really, but I am. Here's Nkunku into Willems. Another little cross. Oh, so nearly a goal for Timo Werner. If he could have got his head on that, I have no doubt it would have been on target. It's middle of the pitch with Zakaria. Arsenal with the ball now. Newcastle trying to enforce the press a little bit more. Oh dear, could be in trouble here. That defensive header, not the best. Luckily, the sheer number of black and white strips in the last third keeping Arsenal at bay, and it ends 1-0 thanks to a 68th minute winner by Alan Saint-Maximin, the French wonder winger who has been talismanic for this team for some time. Had a little bit of dip in form early in this season and at the end of last, but has now apparently refound that form which made him such an important player for the Toon Army. Final score 1-0. Here's the stats. Definitely an improvement from Newcastle in the second half. 4 shots on target, supplementing the 2 shots off target from the first half. It was definitely an attacking intent in the second half, which wasn't seen in the first. Number of passes, both made and successful in greater quantity than Arsenal. And looking at that again, the tactic of getting the ball out wide and crossing it in, very much evident from the black and white team. So, right, there we go. That is the end of that match. Hummel's only getting a 5.5 because PES hates defenders. Shelby only getting a 5.5 because PES hates players that don't play more than 15 minutes. Wow, there's been some high-scoring games today. Leicester beaten out by Southampton, Bournemouth putting 4 past Burnley, Chelsea slipping up, drawing 2-2 against Manchester United. City piling on the pressure for those Champions League spots with a 4-0 win over Sheffield United. And Liverpool beating Tottenham there at the bottom, 3-1. Interesting to note that our FA Cup opponents, Norwich City, edging out Watford in a 1-0 win. So here's the table, and things looking even better for Newcastle now. We still have only conceded 9 goals all season, which lends itself very nicely to a goal difference of plus 39. More than enough to see us well clear of Chelsea if things ended up tightening a little bit at the top of the table. As regards Chelsea, they are now 7 points behind us. Liverpool a further 5 points behind them, and Manchester City another 4 points behind them. So it looks as though if there is going to be a challenge at the top of the table for Newcastle, it will more likely be from Chelsea than from any of the other teams. Although knowing Liverpool, it might be worth keeping an eye on them. Okay, so that's us for another episode of Toon Revival. Next time we'll be coming in for the FA Cup match against Norwich City, and I'll be updating you as to how the match against Aston Villa got on in the Premier League. Until then, thank you very much for watching. Take care. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.